came too far, I ain't giving up. Hey, I had to cut what was weighing me down. And then when you grow, they say that you switching up, hit a perimeter. Defending the fort, we crushing the visitors. I got it locked, ain't taking a prisoner. Thought it was sweet until they chin hit with a finisher. Heartbreak, Nikki, I'm voiding the slips. I'm raising the stakes, enjoying the risk. Injecting my veins with ice, as cold as it gets. I live for this shit. Die as a legend, I ride with aggression. I lost in the past, it's fine, it's a lesson. I'm loading the clips, I fire the weapons and taking what's mine. It's time for redemption. Yeah. 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 Hey. Yeah. The jig is up. Yeah. I came too far, I ain't giving up. Hey. I had to cut what was weighing me down. And then when you grow, they say that you switching up, hit a perimeter. Defending the fort, we crushing the visitors. I got it locked, ain't taking a prisoner. Thought it was sweet until they chin hit with a finisher. Heartbreak, Nikki, I'm voiding the slips. I'm raising the stakes, enjoying the. Yeah. Yeah. Hey. Yeah. The jig is up. Yeah. I came too far, I ain't giving up. Hey. I had to cut what was weighing me down. And then when you grow, they say that you switching up, hit a perimeter. Defending the fort, we crushing the visitors. I got it locked, ain't taking a prisoner. Thought it was sweet until they chin hit with a finisher. Heartbreak, Nikki, I'm voiding the slips. I'm raising the stakes, enjoying the risk. Injecting my veins with ice, as cold as it gets. I live for this shit. Die as a legend, I ride with aggression. I lost in the past, it's fine, it's a lesson. I'm loading the clips, I fire the weapons and taking what's mine. It's time for redemption. Yeah. I came too far, I ain't giving up. Hey, I had to cut what was weighing me down. And then when you grow, they say that you switching up, hit a perimeter. Defending the fort, we crushing the visitors. I got it locked, ain't taking a prisoner. Thought it was sweet until they chin hit with a finisher. Heartbreak, Nikki, I'm voiding the slips. I'm raising the stakes, enjoying the risk. Injecting my veins with ice, as cold as it gets. I live for this shit. Die as a legend, I ride with aggression. I lost in the past, it's fine, it's a lesson. I'm loading the clips, I fire the weapons and taking what's mine. It's time for redemption. Yeah. Yeah. Hey. Yeah. It was mine. Take what's time for redemption. Yeah. Hey. Yeah. Flipping the script from my old ways. Look up the switch, I'm in flow state. Commas, I'm going through growing pains. I wasn't used to being so gross. I tighten the threads at a crochet. I wake up to cushion some OJ. The last tape I dropped was a rollway. It's yellow, I swear it's a Coldplay. Viva la vida, I'm swiping the visa. We working, I'm taking off no days. Cause we throwing shots like a gun range. So we finally make it to front page. A head full of dreams, some breath for the schemes. A heart that been feeling like it's a machine. I'm pushing extreme, cause I'd rather die on my feet than live on my knees. Yeah, stay on my P's, get hate off my body like it's a disease. I'm walking off after we taking the lead. She call me Big Papi, I'm David Ortiz. It's what you've been waiting to see. There's moments where you gotta take it or leave. And I'm taking everything, some call it greed, but I call it living out what you believe. And I've been believing since no one was seeing the vision board. Racing with fate all my life, a collision course. Fighting with snakes, I'm a lion like Gryffindor. I be asking permission for it. This type of shit what we breaking tradition for. Clearing the mission, don't care who the victim. I'm dying for all that I'm living for. Flipping the script from my old ways. Look up the switch, I'm in flow state. Commas, I'm going through growing pains. I wasn't used to being so gross. I tighten the threads at a crochet. I wake up to cushion some OJ. The last tape I dropped was a rollway. It's yellow, I swear it's a Coldplay. Viva la vida, I'm swiping the visa. We working, I'm taking off no days. Cause we throwing shots like a gun range. So we finally make it to front page. A head full of dreams, some breath for the schemes. A heart that been feeling like it's a machine. I'm pushing extreme, cause I'd rather die on my feet than live on my knees. Yeah.
What's up? Welcome back for round 2, ladies and gentlemen. I'm your host, Marlon, and we are back at it again, man. Oh boy, this one right here is a spicy one. This one's very spicy, boys. Oh boy. Heads are gonna roll on this one, man. Heads are already rolling on this one. Oh boy. Welcome back, guys. Hit the like button for me if you do enjoy these shows, because I do enjoy making them for you. So please hit the like button, share out the stream, subscribe to the channel if you're brand new, all that good stuff. Hope all is well. I know some of you guys are at work right now. Listen to me, man. Very, very interesting turns of events. So in case if you guys missed out, I think around 7 o'clock Central Time, Sony put out a tweet basically saying that they're going to be ending the PlayStation Store on PS3 and Vita, as well as physical discs for PlayStation as of January 2028.
Hot pepper spicy.
Hot pepper spicy. Thank you so much, Temba. So, yes, a lot of people are losing their ish right now. You know what I'm saying? And, it's funny because people over here making videos, people live streaming, people losing it right now, crashing out, whatever you want to call it. I see it all over Twitter, people making videos. You know what? You should have did that. You should have done that.
PS6 could still have disk drive for PS5 games.
We will see, brother. That's what they're talking about. Let's not put the carriage before the horse. We will see what happens with that. Because by the looks of it, that don't seem like it's going to be the case. Okay? So like I was saying, okay, people are losing their minds right now. And it's funny to me because why weren't you doing that before? Why weren't you going out there buying 3 copies, 4 copies, 5 copies, 6 copies of these games? I don't want to hear it now. Why all of a sudden now you blowing a lid off the top? You know what I'm saying? You should have been doing that before. No. You are comfortably buying your games digital. We're all a part of the problem. Let's be real. We're all a part of the problem because we all buy our games digitally at some point in time. So if you wanted physical so bad, you should have got up off of your box side and go out there and go buy the freaking. I'm so tired of people complaining, dog. When stuff hits the fan now all of a sudden you want to crash out. Now all of a sudden, you know what I'm saying? You want to blow a lid off the top. Nah, bro. Nah. You should have been did that. You should have went out there and say, you know what? I want physical media. Physical media is very important to me, bro. I literally have so many places I can't even put my physical media right now because I stayed true to myself for the most part. Yes, as a content creator, I do get games sent to me, but
they ending console production next. I can see it.
Nah, bro, they're not going to do that. They're not going to do that. Especially Sony. They're not going to do that. Temba, they're not going to do that. Thank you so much for the super chat. Now listen to me, bro. Like I said, dog, like I said earlier this morning, y'all should have did that. Y'all out here crashing out. What the heck are you crashing out for? You should have brought your box side out there and go buy, you know what I'm saying? Freaking all these games
Still
physically.
GTA getting the RDR2 treatment?
We will see. We don't know. And here's the other thing though. Here's the other thing I see. People over here talking about they're gonna cancel their pre-orders. People over here talking about they're gonna cancel their pre-orders. Dog, sit down somewhere. You all of a sudden gonna cancel your pre-order. Listen, bro. The only way, and I mean the only way Sony is gonna reverse course is if every single person in this entire gaming industry stand up and say, hey, listen, nope, not happening. That's not going to happen. The big dogs who need to say something to make a difference, they're not saying a friggin' thing. So again, guys like me and everybody else on YouTube that is small, it's null and void. You see what I'm saying? It's like Sony's like, okay, who is you? You know what I'm saying? Bro, it would have to be a worldwide thing. It would have to be so many people against this move to the point where there is going to be a change. But I don't understand these people, right? You don't want something to go away. Why haven't you been supporting? Why haven't you been buying 3, 4 copies of physical games? Huh? Now when stuff hits the fan, now all of a sudden now you want to purchase. Man, get out of here, bro.
Canceling PS6 purchase.
Nah, that's cap, bro. Come on. It's not time for joke right now, man. Come on. 943. My Polandese brother, man. There ain't no time for no joke right now, man. This is serious business. I'm being for real. People are over here losing their minds right now when you should have been supporting physical media. When I was saying, hey, look, if y'all want physical, vote with your wallets. You can do this all day long. and then your pocket says otherwise. People saying, "Oh, they're done with PlayStation, and they're gonna sell their whole library, and they're gonna move off the PC." Guan. Sony's like, Guan, because we both know that's a lie. We both know you're gonna come back. That's a friggin' lie. Okay, so some of these people over there on Twitter, I'm done with PlayStation. I'm just gonna sell my catalog. You have said that before. You got in your little feelings when Sony said, "Hey, we're gonna put our games on PC," and then here you go, I'm done with PlayStation. I'm done. I'm just gonna sell all my catalog of games because no more physical discs. Are you crazy, Sony? Yeah, Sony's like, okay, we don't care. Go ahead, sell whatever. We know you're gonna come back. We know you're gonna come back and buy from us. So what are you talking about? That's what I'm saying. People wait till stuff hits the fan. Everybody knows in this gaming industry. This is a worldwide thing. This is an industry-wide thing. Everybody plays their games digitally for the most part. Only 15%. Yeah, that might be in the tens of millions of people. Yes, but it's not the majority. That's the problem. That's the freaking, 15% does matter. Yes, it does, but not enough to overthrow Sony's decision. This has been going on since PS4. Don't you get it? From PS4, people been buying a lot of digital games, and Sony's been tracking the data from PS4. Some of y'all are still sleeping, and some of y'all still don't get it. I'm gonna need for you boys to wake up and smell the freaking coffee. Stop freaking sleeping and wake up and smell the coffee. You know what I'm saying? This has been going on for freaking years. Why weren't you standing up back then in 2014, 2013 and said, nope, I'm not buying no digital games. Vote with your wallet. That's what I'm saying. People yap, run their friggin' mouths and don't do nothing about it. When stuff hits the fan, now you want to sit there. Sit your wildin' self down. You know what I'm saying? What the heck are you barking about? Relax. Why weren't you barking back in 2013 and 2014 when these companies was tracking data and trying to see how many people are buying physical? How many people? If you really love something so much, the numbers wouldn't be looking like that. Sony wouldn't be making this decision right now. Period. Microsoft.
If Xbox offers digitizing, Sony will likely follow.
We don't know. Again, we don't know. We don't know. Daniel, we don't know. We'll see. We don't know. I'm not going to put carriage before the horse. We don't know. As of right now, Sony is like, listen, digital only. Again, the writing has been on the wall, guys. Look at the PS5 Pro. I don't understand. Look at the PS5 Pro. Right? Digital only console. Basically, digital only console. Yes. Would it be nice to have the option to play a physical game if you want it? Sure. But they're saying like, hey, screw that. There's no point in having a physical disc drive when the majority plays their games digitally. Yes, of course. I would love the option to have a physical disc drive. Sure. But there's not enough demand. In other words, demand. Let's use that word for a second. Demand. There's not enough demand for it. In order for this to literally become a reality, like I see people boycotting right now on Twitter, the only way is if every single person or the big dogs, like I said earlier, start talking and be like, listen, nah, man, we ain't for this. Come on, Sony. I'm talking about like Jeff Keighley, for instance. You know what I'm talking about Greg Miller. Those are the hierarchy, upper echelon kind of people that can help make it. Those guys are not. You see these guys acting like this? Them guys ain't doing that. Them guys is like, I don't care. As long as I get to play the games, I don't care. That's what they're saying right now. You know what I'm saying? They just passing along the news. They don't care. You think they're going to sit here and make videos and go crazy? No. They're not doing that. So too little, too late. You sitting there blowing a gasket off of it. Too late.
Discs are obsolete. Updates and patches are digital.
I mean, Pantherius, man, it's just the truth, man. It's just the truth. Like, you know,
People got to understand that technology is changing from
Yep.
time to time.
Yep.
We all knew this was coming all along.
Yep, exactly. Exactly. And you know what's let me say this again. This is another thing I see people saying. They're not buying the PS6. Listen, bro. You're not buying the PS6? I don't know who you fooling. You fooling yourself? You fooling yourself. You not buying the PS6? Okay, bro. Okay. Okay. Yeah, you're not gonna buy the PS6, right? Okay, bro. Okay, bro. Okay. You know, like I said, it's funny, man. It's funny. It's so funny because it's like on one hand, you see people sit there and they buy the digital only console. They buy the PS5 Pro, no disc drive. You know what I'm saying? What does that tell you? Some people are happy. I feel bad for the physical gamer out there. Don't get it twisted. I feel bad for them out there, but it's not enough. There's not enough of us to make that difference. You have to vote with your wallet. If you want this not to be a thing, you should have been voting with your wallets. That's the only message that these companies understand is your wallets. Vote with that. Right? They don't understand you yapping on social media. They don't care about you. You're not PewDiePie. You know what I mean? You're not Greg Miller. You're not any of these, what's his name? Jeff Keighley. You know what I'm saying? You're not none of those bigger guys. The only way we're going to win is if we all come together. And that's not going to happen. How many people you know is going to come together to make a difference, to change the wheel, to make things change, to make Sony rethink? It's not going to happen. Not when majority just don't care. Some people say, "Oh, I'm just going to go to PC." All of a sudden now you're going to go to PC? Why you didn't go to PC before this announcement? Why all of a sudden now you're going to go to PC? Well, at least with PC, you own the digital stuff because you have the files and you have the image and you can burn it to a disk and blah, blah, blah. And you could do this and you could do that. Why all of a sudden now you going to PC? Why all of a sudden now you going to these other platforms when those other platforms exist before? And you didn't want to go. You didn't want to have nothing to do. Man.
Digital is so scary, but man, is it so convenient.
It is. It is. It's very scary and it's also very convenient. Scary at the fact that you could wake up the next morning and turn on your console and there's nothing to play. It's gone. Their server got hit. Everything got deleted. It's gone.
If there's anyone to blame for all digital, now blame PC gaming and PC gamers for that, since it's all digital.
Man, PC, but you have to remember, man, we're talking about consoles, man. We're talking about PlayStation gamers. We ain't talking about PC, because PC gamers, they've been doing that for years, light years. It's been all digital. You know what I mean? This is from a console perspective. We're talking about PlayStation. PlayStation. This is bro, I knew this was going to happen. I was just waiting. I was waiting for the announcement. You think I'm over here going to lose my cool? No, it is what it is. Like, what are you going to do? I'm going to run up my blood pressure and sit here and and then nothing changes because everybody else is going to be like, okay, why is he blowing up about this? You know, ain't nothing going to change. Relax. You know what I mean? You don't have enough juice. You don't have enough power. That's just the way it is. What are you going to do? Sit down somewhere. Like, what are you going to do? You should have been doing that. If you want, and that's what's so funny to me, is that if you want to see a difference, nothing changes unless you make it change.
Since consoles are trying to go PC now.
Well, that makes sense. That makes sense. Thank you so much for the $2. That makes sense. But, you know, it's funny, dog. It's way too funny right now. You know what I mean? Like, it's just, All these people making videos, getting upset. Relax, cool your jets. You know what I mean? You should have been doing that. I keep telling y'all, stop waiting until stuff hits the fan. Okay, this is another thing, and this is not gonna happen. This is living proof. Once again, digital reigns supreme. Once again, GTA 6. Prime example of why these companies are gonna continue to do digital only. They don't give a F about what you're saying and about you. They're going to do whatever it is that makes them the money. Look at GTA 6. 40 plus sorry. The report is 50 million. 50 million sold in pre-order. Guess what? None of that is physical. Are you hearing what I'm saying? None of that is physical. Oh, I'm just going to cancel my GTA 6 pre-order. I'm just not going to buy GTA 6. You're a liar. You are a freaking liar. I let me see it to believe it. Or you just saying that because you're mad right now. Oh, I'm just going to cancel GTA 6 pre-order. I seen people, what? You're not going to do that. Why didn't you cancel it before this announcement? And guess what? The timing of this, man, get out of here, bro. Nonsense you talking.
PC gaming was the start of all of this, so PC gaming is to blame for all of this.
Hey, man, you can put the blame on whatever you want to put it blame on, but this is the inevitable. You can say it's PC's fault. You could say it's Xbox fault. You could even say if it's Nintendo's fault. It doesn't matter. At the end, do me personally, no, I don't think PC has anything to do with this. This was going to happen regardless of PC or not. Sorry, that's just my opinion. Regardless. You see what I'm saying? Like, this was the inevitable. This was gonna happen regardless of PC, regardless of whatever. This is just the time frame that we're living in. There's nothing that you can do. You can blame and put it on anybody. Oh, it's Nintendo's fault. Oh, it's PC. Oh, it's this. Oh, it doesn't matter. You know what I mean? It doesn't. Game Pass. It's this. No, this is the inevitable. This was what's supposed to happen. This was supposed to go down.
There needs to be digital preservation. If a game gets removed, auto refund. Has anyone tried to get a refund from Sony? I have, and it's a nightmare.
Yeah, it is. It is a nightmare. And that's, thank you so much for that Mark. It is a nightmare. You know what I'm saying? It is a nightmare to get your money back when it comes to digital stuff. Apparently, Microsoft is working on a disc to digital thing to where if you own the physical, you know what I'm saying, that you can also own the digital as well. You know what I'm saying? By putting the game in, and then it creates a digital version of the game. And so you own it both ways like that. You know what I mean? I think that's a great idea. And then that's something that we've been hearing about, I think, since like Xbox One or something like that. But we will see. Apparently, that's something we're going to talk about that. But listen, man. Listen, bro. All these people over here talking about they're not going to buy PS6 because it's not going to have a disc drive. Give me a break. Give me a break. Because at the end of the day, I guarantee you, okay, why weren't y'all boycotting this stuff when Sony was dropping a physical and a digital console? Huh? And all these people were sitting here buying, they were buying more digital than physical. You had the console with the disc drive. I told y'all earlier this morning. You have people over here buying the digital console because it's cheaper and it was convenient. Man, get out of here, man. What are we talking about? Look it up if you think I'm lying. The digital PS5, the digital base PS5 from light years ago from the launch was selling more because one, it was cheaper. Two, it was digital only. And people were bringing over their library of digital stuff from PS4 to PS5. Man, get out of here. What are we talking about? You know what I'm saying? Now, all of a sudden, you are like, what? Relax. What are you talking about? You know what I mean? And then right now, you have people saying, oh, well, I'm just not going to buy anything else Sony. That's, man, you're just capping. You're just hurting.
Why even go to PC since it's all digital anyway? People are dumbasses.
Exactly. Exactly. Oh no, they're trying to teach Sony a lesson. No. The best. They're trying to teach Sony a lesson, bro. Thanks for the super chat. They're trying to teach Sony a lesson. That's what it is. You're going into the same thing, the very same platform that you say you didn't like. Oh, I don't like PC, but now all of a sudden you like PC now because Sony is over here saying digital only. Man, people are so ridiculous. You should have been going out there from a long time ago, from the start of this generation, going out there and buying your games physical. If physical was so important to you, you would have been going out there pre-ordering and buy. Man, good. At this point, whatever, bro, whatever. You know what I'm saying? I will always be a physical gamer as well. But you know what? It is what it is, man. If they make a physical, they make it. If they don't, it is what it is. You know what I mean? What are you going to do? You don't have the power to overthrow that. If the only way, like I said, the only way it's going to make a difference is if everybody stand up and say something. If everybody not standing up, what are you standing up for? Who is you? What kind of difference are you going to make if everybody else ain't doing the same thing? To say, hey, Sony, no.
And Steam can take away games just like PlayStation can. People are hypocrites.
Yeah, 100% hypocrites. Thank you so much, Bess. 100% hypocrites and frauds. Same thing. Steam is all digital. You know what I'm saying? All these GOG, Epic Store, all that's all digital. The only difference is with PC, you actually own the digital stuff because you get the files. You get the files, so you can do whatever you want to do with those files. You can add and remove different plugins, add in different shortcuts, commands, add different mods to the files. If you see what I'm saying, it's actually yours. So there's a difference on PC versus on console. You don't own nothing, absolutely nothing. You know what I'm saying? You just install the friggin' game on your console and just play. Twinkle your thumbs and play. And then you wake up the next morning, the game doesn't work, or you don't have an internet connection. Oh, I'm sorry, DRM, you got to check in. Man, listen, bro. Y'all better wake up and smell this coffee. You better realize and recognize exactly what I've been telling y'all all this time. So people whining and complaining about digital. Oh man. Oh, physical, man. Where's the physical cop? Man. Yeah, you're not buying. That's the problem. You're not freaking buying enough. You know what I mean? Everybody as a whole, not just one person, two person, three person, four person, 5, 6, 7, 8. No, millions. It would have to be millions upon millions upon millions upon millions of people to make that change.
I can't wait for Assassin's Creed Black Flag Resynced this month. 007 First Light 4 been playing. It's satisfying. Wolverine will go crazy combos.
Oh yeah, that Wolverine's gonna be nuts. You know what's funny? Thank you so much for that one, my brother Nicole. I had somebody said something about they not buying Wolverine. They're not buying Wolverine. They're not buying this. Man, people, man, what you just saying it right now because you're upset. You know what I mean? But yeah, that 007 is fire as well. And Assassin's Creed Black Flag chairs. Can't wait. As a matter of fact, I might be getting an early access to that thanks to Ubisoft. So, man, listen, bro. It is what it is at this point. You know, does it suck? Yeah, sure. It does suck, man. You know what I mean? It does suck.
There's no way you're defending scummy Sony. Skull emoji.
It's not defending Sony. It's the reality. It's not just Sony. Are you crazy? It's not just Sony. It's everybody in the industry that's doing this. This is industry wide. This is an industry thing. Ain't no defending no Sony. Pay attention to what's going on in the industry. Look how many publishers, developers are putting out games digitally only. Where have you been? This ain't just Sony. You talking about? I ain't defending no doggone Sony.
Gamers in general are to blame since they want to buy digital. PlayStation, Xbox, and PC gamers are all to blame.
Okay. There you go. There you freaking go. Everybody who bought a digital game is part of the problem. Period. End of story. The scale, the scale has tipped over right now. You know what I'm saying? The scale has tipped over. Digital is winning right now. Physical is down here. There's not enough people to bring physical all the way up here. It's not a matter of defending Sony. It's the reality. Look at what's going on. Look at Rockstar. You know what I mean? Is Rockstar Sony? No, Rockstar is not Sony. Are we crazy in our brain cells? What is wrong with us? What we woke up this morning on the, what's going on with our brains today? You know what I mean? This is everywhere in the industry. It's not just Sony. This is industry wide. They've been pushing this. You know how many games I've seen? How many companies I've seen? Digital only. No physical release. None. You knew this was going to boil down to this.
Blame since I buy digital lol.
Everybody is to be. If you bought a digital game, you're part of the problem too. We all are part of the problem. I'm a part of the problem too because I get games sent to me from these companies for review. So I play them digitally, and it's convenient sometimes for me as a content creator. You know what I'm saying? As a let me put preferences on that, because if I wasn't a content creator, yes, I would go out there and get the physical game. And I have evidence right here. I have evidence in this closet right here and in the garage.
I would say the John Wick game is going to be good knowing it's not from the same devs as 007. Can't wait to see how they make it.
Oh yeah. That John Wick game is going to be fire. I can't wait, man. Hopefully we get to, see more on that John Wick game maybe later this year. We'll see. Maybe at the Game Awards or real soon. So hopefully we get to see more on that John Wick game. Thank you so much for that super chat. I appreciate you. All right. So like I was saying, you know what I'm saying? I if I wasn't doing this content creation thing, yes, I would go out there and day one, since day one, I've been buying my games physically, more physically than digitally. When I started this content creation thing, it's so convenient because anything can happen to the physical disc. It can get stolen, it could get damaged. You got to understand the cons of physical discs. You know what I mean? It could get stolen, it could get damaged, it could get delayed. Anything can happen. You can get a physical copy of a game and there's no disc inside of it. That's what I'm trying to get you to understand. So digital, while, it's good and it's bad, just like every other form of entertainment. Yes, you can go out there and buy a physical movie right now, or a physical audio, a physical music CD or audio CD, whatever, vinyl, whatever the case may be. You can go out there and go buy that now. But eventually,
if you want physical games, retro gaming is the way to go.
Oh, 100%. But there's not enough people. Remember, people don't care about old games, right? Yeah. Man, listen.
How long has physical games been around?
Since the very beginning of gaming. Since the 80s, 90s. You had something physical to put in your console. Whether it's a cartridge, Sega, Sega Saturn, whatever, you know what I'm saying? Like PS1, PS2, you know what I'm saying? Like this has been going on for ages. You know what I mean? 30 years, almost 40 years ago, we had physical media. Physical media has been around very, very long. Very, very freaking long. But as time progressed, you have to remember, time progressed, things start changing. In the early 2000s, you had the Walkman with they phase out cassettes from the 90s, and going into early 2000s, you had CDs and whatnot. You know what I mean? Then you start being able to stream stuff, LimeWire and all this, Napster and all this. Man, y'all need to relax, bro. You know what I'm saying? Relax.
There are pros and cons to physical and digital.
Exactly. They all have pros and they cons. You know what I'm saying? It's the evolution of time. Everything is going to evolve. It's just going to keep on evolving. It is what are you going to do? What are you going to freaking do? Go out there now, make a difference. Thank you so much for that super chat. If you want to see physical, carry your box side out there. If you want, man, listen, bro.
If it's off the store and you have the physical, you're still out of luck. The full game doesn't come on the disc these days.
Exactly.
And it's gone.
Thank you. I was getting ready to say that. So physical has its pros and it has its cons. People are still complaining how you have the physical disc, right? And there's nothing on it. What was it? It was one of those bigger games that was coming out. I think it was from Xbox or something like that. I don't remember what company. Only thing I remember, everybody was mad, right? You have the physical disc, right? But there is no data on it. And people are like, what? The game is not even on there? Like, that doesn't even make sense. The only thing that's on there is the files to initiate the download. That's it. There's no game on it. And then again, too, with these physical games, you still got updates that you have to do. So you still got to check in. You still got to check in with these physical games, because as soon as you pop this physical game in and it downloads the files to the actual hard drive, you still got to do more updates and more updates and more updates and more updates. Man, listen, bro.
Games are getting bigger in general.
That too. Take this. This is why I have this one, for instance. Take this one's, for instance. Red Dead Redemption 2, one of the greatest right here. Look at this. This was back in PS4 days. 2. I remember back in PS2 days, we had 3, 4.
If you own digital, I feel like you don't truly own it. I could resell a physical copy.
Exactly. Oh yeah, you don't own it. You don't own it. You know what I'm saying? You're just renting. You know what I'm saying? It's like all digital Blockbuster or all digital, you know what I'm saying, Hollywood Video or GameStop or one of them places, that GameFly, you know what I mean, or Redbox. You know what I'm saying? You're just renting. You know what I mean? You don't own it. You know, if you want to own it, then pay for it. You know what I'm saying? And even then, when you pay for the digital, you still don't own it. You're just paying for the license to play it. That's it. That's why I tried to tell y'all years ago when Sony had that lawsuit in California and whatnot. And Ben was telling y'all crazy boys, listen, you don't own a flipping thing. You don't own nothing. Oh, Marlon. I'd be like, calm down. You look it up. You don't own that. You're just paying for the license. That $80, $100, $70 you pay for that digital game, you're just paying for the license to play the digital game. That's it.
Imagine GTA 6 physical only, then we would scalp it.
Oh, first 100%. 100%. And listen to me. I have already made 2 videos on this. Actually, I've made a couple live streams on this. Bro, there will be a physical GTA 6. I'm telling you, it's gonna happen. Because why? More money. I've been told y'all, if y'all watch the streams.
It can't even fit on one disc now. Depending on the games, GTA 6 would probably be on 4 discs if there was a physical disc copy.
Unless they use compression technology. To kind of compress, you know what I'm saying? And even then, depending on how big the game is, you know what I mean? Like, bro, this is two. You know what I'm saying? We got 2 discs in here.
Current rumors still say PS6 detachable drive exist.
I haven't seen that rumor. I have not seen that rumor. We're fixing to talk about it right now. I have not seen that rumor about that. Anyways, thank you so much, Daniel, for that. But listen to me, man. Listen. You got about about a year and a half before this stuff takes an effect. You got about a year and basically a half. Go out there and go buy them physical games. If you care so much, and watch what I tell you. These people are, these jokesters are not going to do it. They're only just talking for views and for clicks. You see what I'm saying? They're not going to do it, bro. All these people that you see, they're all mad, rage baiting and all this. They're not going to do it. You got a year and a half. You carry your box side out there and go purchase the game physical. Every single game that's coming out, if it's a physical component is available, carry your box side out there and go do that.
Honestly, there's no point in getting games physical now.
For some, I can't say that is true for everybody because it's not. But what I will say is, for those people who are trying to boycott the situation and trying to sit there and go out there, I bet you won't. I bet you won't go out there and go freaking pre-order a physical copy. You're not going to do it because you know and I know that digital is eating you alive. You're so prone to buying games digitally. Hey, man, you know what? I don't feel like it. I don't feel like it. You know what I'm saying? What if Amazon delays it? What if the delivery gets delayed? I mean, what? Oh shoot, I gotta drive to the store. Some of y'all ain't gonna drive to no store. It's not enough of y'all that's gonna do that. That sounds so old school. Remember back in the day when we had Halo 3 midnight releases, you know what I mean? Modern Warfare 4 midnight release. And man, there were truckloads of cars out there. I mean, man, we had the National Guard out there. We had police. We had helicopters. Them days are over with. Y'all sleeping. Man, listen,
At
bro.
least GameStop will finally stop scamming people.
Hey, you know what? You know what, best? You know why it's so funny? I tell you why it's so funny, because, bro, I've been hearing that for years. That GameStop is scamming people. I've been hearing that for years since I was working retail, bro. You know what I mean? So, yo, listen, man.
PS will get sued. Watch no more third-party competition.
Sued? How are they gonna get sued? Wait, how is PlayStation gonna get sued? On what grounds? What are they doing that's illegal? On what grounds? You know what I mean? Is this against the law for them to do this? I mean, how are they gonna get sued? How that's gonna hold up in court? I mean, how somebody help me. Somebody help. How's they gonna get sued? Man, listen, bro. Listen, man. Listen. I bet you any money these people over here talking about, oh man, you know, I'm gonna boycott this, I'm gonna do this. You're not gonna go out there and buy no bunch of physical games. You're not gonna do it.
GameStop will finally die of 1,000 deaths.
Golly, man. Y'all really don't like GameStop, huh? Man, I ain't gonna lie to you though, man. GameStop is just not like what they used to be. Nope. They're not like what they used to be, man. The trade-ins that they give, just robbing you, bro. Literally, you buy a game for $70, and all these son of a guns can give you is $25. Sometimes not even $30. Not even to say $45 they can give you. You know what I mean? Giving you $25, $30, $18. Brand new game. Yeah, they box side can go. Yeah, man, this is crazy,
I
dog.
buy only physical discs. That's why I moved to PC.
I hear you.
Emoji.
I hear you, bro. And that's what I'm saying. Like, a lot of you guys, you say you pre-order. Daniel said you pre-order from GameStop. A lot of you guys, listen, man. A lot of you guys have to understand that this is basically a reflection of what you guys have been given Sony, given Microsoft, given the entire industry. Yeah, Sony, I want more digital. And then when it happens, then you get mad. Make it make sense. Make any of this stuff make sense. Then when it finally happens, when it finally goes down, then you get mad. Why are you getting all upset and uptight and getting upset for? Why are you getting all rowdy? Sit down somewhere and relax yourself. Why all of a sudden now you're upset and big mad? That's what I'm talking about. Like, it is absolutely crazy to me.
Digital games are not safe with Steam.
Hey, but yet still people still buy all their games on Steam when it comes to PC. They still buy all their games on the Epic Store. They still buy their games. You know what I mean? Because where else are you going to get them from? You know what I mean? Unless you buy them from some little third party hole in the wall freaking websites. Like, this is what it is, man. You said what a joke. Man, look, bro. Look. You know, it's guys, I'm sorry, man, but this is the reality. This is what I'm talking about. This is the reality. This is the inevitable. This is what's happening.
Xbox and PlayStation passing the hot potato of bad news.
Mm-hmm.
There's more to come too.
Oh yeah.
Rest in peace, physical media and PS3/Vita online store.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It's just the way it is, man. You know, like I said, I can sit here right now and say, yep, I'm not supporting PlayStation no more. I'm not buying an Xbox no more. I'm not buying no more games. And it would not make a difference. Everybody is not going to do that. So you sitting there, I'm not going to do this. I'm not going to do that. It doesn't matter. Because at the end of the day, you need more people. You need more people to be on your side, to follow suit. And it's not going to be enough. You need way more people than that to get Sony's attention.
PS6 $1,000. No disc. Get a PC. The console era over.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. There you go. I'm telling you, that's the direction that we're in right now. Look at PS5 Pro. There it is. Forget about the PS6. There it is right here. Here it is right there. You see that thing right there? There it is. That's the PS6 Junior right there. See it? See that? That's the PS6 Junior. That's the PS6 Junior right there. So, yeah, it's already happening right in front of your eyes. $900 for a PS5 Pro. $900. So it's already happening. Forget about PS6. There it is. There's the kinfolk back there for the PS6. It's already happening. All right, let's roll out the carpet, man. I just had to clear the air on that because I know a lot of you guys are, yeah, they just talking. They're just talking. They're just upset. That's it.
Digital all the way. This is the future. Thumbs up emoji.
I know.
Thumbs up emoji.
I know,
thumbs
man.
Up emoji.
I know. Man, it pains me. It really pains me, bro, to see physical go away. But it is what it is. What am I going to do? What am I going to do? Tell y'all what to do? I can't tell y'all what to do.
So people will complain for physical yet waste money on a PC just to buy digital anyway. People are dumbasses and hypocrites.
Oh, bro, best. Like I said, bro, I'm done with that, man. I'm done. You know, if it's something that can be easily overthrown, like, for instance, like maybe a high price for a game or something, then yeah, you know, I mean, then yeah, I'm gonna go crazy. But stuff like this, bro, I mean, digital versus physical, like, bro, there's not enough of us to make that change. It's just not enough of us. And that's the hardcore truth. Some of y'all don't want to hear it, but it's the truth. It's just not enough of us, man, to make that change, to make that difference. You're not going to get enough people to say, yup, screw digital, all physical. It's not going to happen. That's why I'm trying to tell you guys, it is not. It doesn't matter. You know what I mean? You're a big content creator, small. If you're a big content creator, maybe, you know what I'm saying? You might have that pull to, you know, maybe get their attention. But and then even then, they're not going to just overthrown that idea because of one content creator. It has to be millions, hundreds and millions of people like standing up and be like, listen, nah, bro. You know what I mean? For something to even change. But again, can you really blame Sony when, again, half of you dudes buy your games digitally? The ones that are really hurting are the physical gamers. They're the ones that are hurting right now because they're like, man, what the F, Sony? You were giving us the option before for the disc drive, and then now you're going to take that away from us? You know what I mean? But again, it's not enough of y'all. It's just not enough. It's not enough for them to say, yep, this is moving the needle. So you know what? We'll continue to do physical games. It's not enough. That's the problem. Because if it was enough, it would have been a whole different ball game.
Who cares if Steam games are cheaper? You guys are still buying digital. PC gamers are hypocrites.
I don't even think the PC gamers really do. To be honest with you, Bess, I don't even think the PC gamers even really care about this situation. They're like, ha, 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 okay. Means nothing to me. You see what I'm saying? But he said this is going to make prices of physical games go up. Oh, yeah. 100%. 100%. 100%. And then this is going to make physical media more scarce than ever before. You know what I'm saying? Because people are going to want, for those older consoles like PS5 and PS4, people are going to really want the physical copy, and they're not going to make them anymore. That's why I'm holding on to all my physical stuff, bro. I ain't getting rid of nothing. I ain't getting rid of any physical game I purchase. I'm holding on to it. I ain't trading it in. I ain't getting rid of it because I'm going to have it for memories. You know what I'm saying? You can pass it down to your kids. Sorry. You can pass it down to your kids or a family member or something. You can't pass down no digital games to no family member, because what happens when that console don't work no more? You know what I'm saying? Woo, boy. You know what I'm saying? What happens when that console don't work no more? Or you go to another platform. Oh, games are gone. You can't pass nothing down that's not there, right? No matter what. Oh, Xbox. Oh, I got Xbox Play Anywhere. Anywhere you go and you try to access that and you don't have no access. Everything is wiped clean. Then what? You have nothing. You know what I'm saying? So again, I understand the importance of physical media. Yes. You know what I mean? Something physical.
If anyone wants physical, then stop buying digital in general.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. You know what I'm saying? Thank you. So, listen, man.
Also, used market prices will skyrocket now.
I'm used price market is gonna go through the roof. It's gonna go through the roof, Daniel. Through the roof. You know what I'm saying? I just said it. You know, all these games. This one, for instance, special edition Red Dead Redemption 2. You know how much this is probably going for in really good condition? You know what I'm saying? Or mint condition? Probably a lot. Because you probably can't even buy this. You can't buy this in the stores anymore. You know what I'm saying? This is an old game. Like, you're not going to be able to get it unless you go to a retro store. And if you go to a retro store, you're going to pay a premium. So stuff like this, I'm holding on to forever. And that's the only part that really sucks about this whole conversation we're having, is like, guys like me that likes to collect physical games. It sucks. But am I going to roll over and die? Am I going to, I quit? No, like, it is what it is. I'm just going to keep gaming. I'm a gamer. It is what it is, bro. Does it suck? Yeah, sure. But what am I going to do? What am I going to do? What am I going to do? You know what I mean? You think people are going to just stop buying their games digitally because of this? That's not going to happen. That's not going to happen. You think people are going to just not pre-order GTA 6 anymore, cancel their pre-orders because of this? It's not going to happen. So you're wasting your time. All right. Let's go ahead and let's move on. Let's talk about the official stuff, man. Let's talk about Sony and the reason why they're getting backlash for this, which I did cover this before, but we'll cover it again on the main show. For people who are not aware of what's going on. You haven't been on social media all morning, and it's possible some of you guys missed out on what's going on. So let's go ahead and let's put a timestamp on this for you guys, and let's go ahead and let's take it away, man. Like I said, my heart goes out to all the physical gamers out there. It was great while it lasted. I really hope that something can change, but I don't know. I just don't see Sony overthrowing this. I don't know. You know, if there's enough people that stands up and help out, like I said, do I want Sony to continue?
We're going to be scavenging for old tech anyway.
100%. That's why you need to hold on to what you have. Hold on to what you have. Don't sell what you have, because especially now with stuff being so expensive, it's crazy. But thank you so much for that super chat. But like I was saying, like, do I want Sony to do this? Definitely not. You know what I'm saying? I would like it to where we have the option, right? I would like for the option to be, here's a disc drive for those of you with physical games. Here is the digital for all digital gamers. Yes, I love options. All of us do. But at the end of the day, when one is tipping the scale over the other, it's like, don't expect people to just jump off and jump into the physical camp when they don't like physical games to begin with.
Well, PC gamers won't stop buying digital.
Oh, yep. Not even just PC gamers, PlayStation gamers, Xbox gamers, Nintendo gamers. I'm just saying, bro. It's a mixture of all. It ain't just PC, it's a mixture of all. So in case if you missed out on the early morning update here, it says important updates, news on physical discs for new games. All right. So this is what everybody is going crazy about. This is what everybody is going crazy about. 4,000 comments. Oh my God, dude. 4,000 comments. From the time I woke up this morning, it was like what, 800, almost 1,000. Bro, we got over 3,000 more comments on this PlayStation post. This is no freaking joke, man. A lot of people are out here talking about this stuff like it's crazy. But anyway, physical disc production ending in January 2028 for new games releasing on PlayStation consoles. And if you look at this right here, let me highlight this. In response to shifting trends in consumer preference. Again, this is the big reason right here. And the other reason is the 85% of you guys play your games digitally. So again, you see what Sony is saying? In response to shifting trends in consumer preference, new games will be released on PlayStation Store and at retailers in digital formats only. So certain retailers are going to sell these digital only games. Maybe GameStop, Best Buy. I mean, Best Buy is already doing it basically with GTA 6. I mean, they've been doing it for a very long time. It's not just GTA 6. But yeah, I'm not going to read this entire thing again. If you guys want me to read it again, I will. But yeah, the gist of it is January 2028. By the end of January 2028, they're going to go full steam ahead with digital only. It sounds like a nightmare. It sounds like, man, there's just no way Sony is doing this. You know what I mean? But majority of you guys playing your games digitally, man, it's the inevitable. You know what I mean? You knew this was going to happen. Same thing here with PlayStation 3. You know what I'm saying? I covered this earlier as well. Changes start this year in select markets, followed by global changes in 2027. So basically, globally, PS3 and PS Vita will close July 2027. And then this year, you know, in Mexico and Honduras and all these Latin American, Middle Eastern countries, it will close starting late 2026. You know what I'm saying? And then these other countries, Mexico and Honduras, it starts August 2026. So that's like next month. You know what I mean? So, man, it sucks. It sucks, dude. I can't stress it enough. It sucks. But what are you going to do? The only thing you could do is vote with your wallets. That's the only thing you can do. And I want to show y'all something else as well to tie in with this. I need y'all to pay attention to this. Now, this is Steven Totillo. I believe he is from Kotaku. Now, pay attention to this. And I told y'all, if people really want physical media, they would have done so like 12 years ago. You know what I'm saying? They would have done so 10 years ago. 10 years ago, you could have done so. Let's take it away. So Steven Totillo says, in 2016, less than 3 of every 10 PS4 game purchases were made digitally. I can't even speak right now. By this year, it was nearly 8 out of 10 for PS4 and PS5. You see that? Less than 3 of every 10 PS4 purchases. And then moving by this year, it was nearly 8 out of 10 for PS4 and PS5. That shift likely showed Sony it could do this. Drop the costs of making shipping discs, improve software profit margins, maybe de-emphasize a next-gen disk drive. So again, this is what did I tell y'all about data? This is the data right here. This is what they look at. They don't listen to all the rah-rah because you can rah-rah, and there's no action behind it. You see what I'm saying? There's absolutely no action behind it at all whatsoever. So again, people are saying, oh, this, oh, that. Where were you 10 years ago? You know what I mean? Were you buying your games digitally? Physically only? No, you were buying them a mixture of both, or you were buying them more digitally than physically. See, this is what these companies look at. They look at numbers. They look at numbers. So there you go. There you go. They look at freaking numbers. That's why I tell you guys, vote with your wallets, not with your mouth, because your mouth can say anything. Your actions is what follows suit. Dip in your pocket and vote with your wallet, saying, hey, you know what? I'm not spending my money unless there's a physical. Stand on business. You know what I mean? If everybody was doing that 10, 15 years ago, we wouldn't have this problem right now. You know what I mean? But that is not the freaking case. And at the same time, this was around the pandemic times, because look at this. The biggest number, 65 right here, 65% in 2020, right? And then 2021, we were still in the pandemic. 2022, we were still in the pandemic. 2023, not so much. 2024, 2020, and it started increasing from there. So you can't just say pandemic, because obviously, you know, we passed from 2020 to 2021 and onward, the pandemic start calming down. You know what I'm saying? So there's that. But you could still own a disc. No pandemic or no pandemic, you could still bring your box side out there and go buy a disc. So again, you just don't want to. You know what I mean? Because digitally is more important to you. So there you go. That's what you get. You know what I mean? Plus, like I said, this is a way for Sony to save money. Like I told y'all, this is how these companies cut costs. You have to remember, stuff is ridiculously expensive now. This is a way for these companies to cut costs and say, hey, listen, we're not manufacturing no disc because that's going to save us a lot of money. We're not manufacturing no disk drive. You know what I'm saying? So it's like these companies are looking at their profit margins right now, and they're like, bro, like, our profit margins are not looking the best right now. We need to do something. You know what I'm saying? And this is something that they thought about and say, hey, you know what? We're going to do this. We are going to do this. What are you going to do? You know what I'm saying? This is it. This is what it really boils down to. I really hope that somehow, some kind of way, Sony changed their mind and rethink everything and say, hey, you know what? We're not doing it. We're not doing it. We have heard you guys. We're not doing it. But you think that's going to happen? I don't know. I believe it when I see it. All right, let's move on. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. PlayStation 6. Oh, boy. Here we go. A console that we don't even need right now. A console that we can do it out right now. But nope. Sony is going to come out with it. You know what this tells us? January of 2028. What that tells us is PlayStation 6. PlayStation 6. PlayStation 6 is probably going to be coming out in fall 2027. Yep. That's what that tells me. Because the PlayStation 6 is going to be all digital. I 100% at this point. If they're talking about this now, 100% digital. So what's going to happen to backwards compatibility? That's what I want to talk to you guys about. What's going to happen with backwards compatibility? Right? Especially when it comes to PS5. What's going to happen to all your physical media from PS5? What's going to happen? What's going to happen? You're saying fall 2028? Well, the reports are saying fall 2027. So, but okay, I'll rock with what you guys are saying. So you're saying you think it's going to be fall 20. Okay, fall 2028. Okay, fine. But still, that console they're saying is, all digital. So again, guys, we this is the reality, man. Like I've been telling y'all, this is what these companies are going to do. You know what I mean? He said people buy digital because they not trying to wait for stores to open on launch day or wait for delivery. That is true. That is true. And not only that, but it's just more convenient for a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? I said, do you think that if no disk drive for PS6, would that help? Could. Yeah. Definitely. Yes. And that's probably one of the reasons why Sony is doing this, because they have to find a way to cut costs. Yes. Them not adding a disk drive to the PlayStation 6. Yes. It's going to save some money. That they could find a way to kind of come down off the price to kind of offset having a disk drive. Does that make sense? Yes. 100%. 100%. You know what I'm saying? So again, like I said, man, this is the reality, bro. This is the reality. I need you guys to understand what I'm saying, because, some people are like, well, Marlon doesn't do this. I try to tell you. You know what I'm saying? I try to tell you. Digital for a lot of people is very it's very convenient. You know what I'm saying? So if the PlayStation 6 winds up being just all digital, I think a lot of people will be, I don't know. Some people that play their games only digital, I feel like they'll be okay with that. You know what I'm saying? I don't think that the all digital people are going to be upset that there's no physical drive. It's the physical gamers that's going to be really upset. You feel what I'm saying? But let's go ahead. Let's take it away. All right. So this has come from VGC. PlayStation 6 almost guaranteed for 2028. After digital only news, analyst says Ampere predicts Sony could offer disc to digital backwards compatibility plan similar to Xbox. There you go. So this is how they're going to do it. This is how they're going to do backwards compatibility, similar to what Xbox is doing, is disc to digital. That's what they're going to do. So again, if you have that physical disc, you'll be able to put that physical disc into the into it, and basically there you go. You know what I'm saying? So you have that digital. So I'm just saying that's probably how they're going to do it. That's probably how they're going to do it. But I don't know. Again, this is what they're saying right now. So Wednesday's news that PlayStation will discontinue all physical game disc production starting in January 2028 almost certainly guarantees that PS6 won't launch before that date. Oh boy, you see that? He said that's according to Ampere analyst Piers Harden Rolls. He says who believes that confirmation of PlayStation's all-digital future telegraphs quite a lot of information about Sony's next-generation console, which was previously expected to arrive late 2027. So, quote, first, we believe this almost certainly guarantees that PS6 won't arrive until 2028 at the earliest, he said. Ampere's current expectations is that the console will launch at the end of 2028. So like you guys were saying, end of 2028. I know the reports that we were getting was saying fall of 2027, but now they're saying end of 2028 to coincide with the news that we're hearing. Okay. Secondly, according to Harden Rolls, basically PS6 will now, at a minimum, not include a physical disk drive. Quote, Sony will be looking for all the ways it can to reduce costs. See, we just talked about that. To reduce costs of its next-gen console. And this is an easy win, he added. It's possible that an add-on disk drive could be made available to play older PS4 and PS5 games on disc. Exactly. So that's what I was telling y'all before. It makes sense. They can still sell you a physical drive, but not for new games. Let me back up a second here so y'all can understand what's going on. So basically what they're saying is, let me break this down so some of y'all can understand, right? So what did I say earlier? I said earlier that this is a way for Sony to cut costs. on not including a physical disk drive, because it costs them money to make the disk drive. It costs them money to print up the disc, right? So what they can do is, for backwards compatibility, they can say, okay, if you have Red Dead Redemption 2, we'll sell you a disk drive, you know what I'm saying? Or the previous disk drive here, or they maybe they can say, I don't know, or maybe they might make it different. I don't know. But they can sell you a disk drive for PS5 and PS4 games, right? And basically, you take that disc out like this, you know what I'm saying? Slide it into that disk drive, and then it makes a digital copy of the physical disc. And then you have that.
That's what I was saying earlier, detachable drive.
Yes, but not for PS6 games. I'm talking about for backwards compatibility, not for PlayStation 6 games. Not for PlayStation 6 games. I'm talking about backwards compatibility. So they can either use that same one and maybe change the housing or something like that, or I don't know how they're going to do it. I don't think they're going to make it, attach it to the PS6. I don't know how they're going to do it. Maybe they're going to have a whole different design. We're just going to have to wait and see. But what I'm saying is, you have the physical disc, you know what I mean? You put it into the disc drive and it makes a copy, you know what I'm saying, of that physical disc digitally. Now you have, you know what I'm saying, that digital version of the physical version. There you go. There's your game preservation. There is your backwards compatibility. There you go. That's probably what they're going to do. Because again, you have to remember, this stuff is expensive. PlayStation 6 is going to be stupid expensive. I don't know if you guys remember, the bill of materials that it's going to cost them to make the PlayStation 6 apparently went up by $200, which means I think it was like $700 or $750. Now it's $200 more. So now it's basically $1,000 to make a PlayStation 6. So you have to find a way to cut costs. I know this sucks when it comes to physical media, but at the same time, what are we going to do? There's not enough people out here buying their games physically. That's what I'm saying. It's just like when let me say this to y'all. It's just like when I was working at my store playing trade video games and we had to shut down the store because we weren't getting enough sales. People stopped coming in and buying their games from us. So what are we going to do? Stay open and go bankrupt? You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, you still got to pay the lights. You see what I'm saying? Food has to be on the table. Like, you got to understand, like, we're running a business. Light bill has to be paid. Water bill has to be paid. The rent has to be paid for the building itself. Employees need to be paid. You got to pay for health insurance, all this stuff. So again, bro, you're not going to operate into the negative. You have to, from a business standpoint, you have to understand, especially going into this new generation. This new generation is going to be ridiculously expensive. So the analyst speculated that while removing the disk drive from the PlayStation 6 is likely to upset some consumers who want to access their disc game collections, Sony could offer a solution. Quote, "It may be too impractical or too complex, but some process of, transfer for older physical media to digital license could alleviate some of these issues," he said. So again, similar to what I was saying, everybody that's crying about physical media, maybe, who knows, maybe they might do it. Who knows? Just to kind of cool the jets. Maybe they might do it to where if you have a PS6 game, but then that defeats the whole purpose of it. But we will see. We will see. This whole disc to digital stuff is not a bad idea, but I'll believe it when I see it. But I kind of get where they're actually coming from with this whole thing, but we will see what ends up happening. You know what I mean? If Sony change course or whatever the case may be. All right, so let's go ahead and let's keep it pushing here. Let's talk about the Helix. Helix, I need you. I need you. Helix, I need you. I need you. Come on, baby, be with me. Helix, I need you for the frames. You're mentally insane and you're driving it through my brain. Yeah, the Helix, baby. Helix time. Helix. Let's go with the Helix. Hey.
I tried my best to support physical media RIP.
Hey, man. Listen, bro. Listen. You know, we all did, man. I did. I have a lot of physical games. God bless, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, I tried my best too. I did my best. I played my part. You know, I'm not millions of people. You know what I'm saying? I'm not millions of people, so I can't make that much of a difference. You know what I'm saying? I'm just one person, but I play my part, and if I can get a physical game, I go out there and purchase. I love physical media. I do. But at the same time, it's like, what are you going to do? You know what I'm saying? Like, what are you going to do? It's going to take a freaking village. It's going to take the entire world, half the freaking world, to get mad at Sony for Sony to be like, all right, cool. But that's not happening. You know what I'm saying? So it's just, I don't know. All right, so let's move on to this report here about the Xbox Helix. So this has come from Insider Gaming. Report claims Xbox's Project Helix won't have a disk drive. Ooh, are you surprised? This thing is supposed to be like a PC. Are you boys surprised? I'm not surprised at all. It seems that Xbox might be following Sony's decision with Project Helix seemingly not featuring a disk drive. Are you surprised? I'm not surprised. I am not surprised at all. So it says right here, Project Helix could be dropping physical disks as well. Okay. Now, a report from Windows Central discusses the disk drive plans for Xbox Helix.
Just pre-ordered AC Black Flag for my Pro from Walmart. Then found out about this news right after. People messing up my collecting flow.
I know.
Right now, PPL.
I know, man. I know. It sucks, dude. I'm so sorry to hear that, man. But hey, at least you playing your part. Jeremiah, at least you're playing your part, bro. At least you're playing your part, and you're stepping up, and you really want physical media to be a thing. But listen to this. So it said it discusses that the disk drive plans for Project Helix. So the report states, quote, as for Project Helix, our sources also suggest that Microsoft's next generation console will drop the disk drive. Oh my God, here we go. Following Sony's original announcement, analysts have also speculated that the PS6's base model may similarly lack a disk drive. So again, see? So same, they said base model. So what is there going to be another version of the PS6 that's going to have a disk drive? I'm confused on this one, but we will see. Additionally, there is currently no information regarding the availability of an external drive option for either console. Exactly. So base model, I'm guessing they're just going to have a PS6 base model and that's it, because I haven't really heard. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Base model. What the heck are we? So are they going to have? This is confusing, because I'm like, base model. What? I mean, are we going to have multiple PS6s or just one? Because similar to PS5 Pro, where, you know what I mean, you just have one. You know what I mean? Like just one, and that's it. But I don't freaking know. We will see. We'll see. We'll see. All right. So let's move along here to our next topic at hand. Let's talk about what Xbox apparently is working on right now. And they're working on the same thing that we just talked about earlier with the disc to digital situation. So let's go ahead and let's talk about it right away. Make sure you boys hit that like button for me. Hit that share button. I appreciate you guys. One love. God bless. Hit that like button. Let's get it. So Shinobi is saying here, The Verge, Xbox testing disc to digital feature that digitizes a physical game collection. Xbox One and Xbox Series, this is only. So yeah, this is basically what they're doing. Microsoft apparently is working on a disc to digital that appeared in the Xbox PC app code in May. And I'm told that Microsoft Disc to Digital feature will work on Xbox One and Xbox Series X. This is only, and not those for the Xbox 360 or the original Xbox console. So again, guys, we will see. We will see. This is cool. This is cool if they do this. This is another option. This is them giving you the olive branch and be like, hey, here's your option right here. So again, guys, we will see. We will see. I know this is not what some of y'all want to hear. Oh, Marlon. Oh, this. Oh, Marlon. Oh, Marlon. Come on, man. Hey, man. I'm just laying down the carpet, bro. I'm just letting you guys know, man. What are you going to freaking do? You think people are going to cancel their GTA 6? Thank you so much for the jewels. I appreciate y'all. You think people are going to cancel their GTA 6 pre-orders? You think people are going to just automatically get up and cancel all their digital pre-orders and stop buying digital games because of this? It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. Come on, man. You guys, y'all living in a fairy tale world. It's not going to happen. Get it through your heads. It is not going to happen. That reality is over. You know what I'm saying? You crazy. You are crazy. Nobody, half of these dudes, you honestly think these dudes are just going to get up out of nowhere? Nope, Marlon. I'm going to stop buying my games digitally and I'm just going to buy my games physically. That's not going to happen. That's not going to happen. I don't know what kind of world people living in, but it's just not going to go down like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, it is what it is. But we're in the Q&A portion. If you have any questions, any concerns, fire away, man. I know some of y'all have a lot of thoughts on this, but some of y'all don't even care. Some of y'all like, Marlon, okay, I don't care. Next. You know what I'm saying? Like, I already play my games digitally. I don't care. You said Sony is dead? Well, I don't know, man. If they're dead to you, then they're dead to you. I mean, what can I say? You know? I know a lot of people are upset about this announcement, but again, what can you do? You know, the funny thing is GTA 6 is digitally only, and everybody, and then you still turn around and pre-order it anyway. Sit down somewhere. And you still turn around and pre-order that mug anyway. So I ain't trying to hear it. What the heck are you talking about? You know what I mean? Fake freaking rage. You over here. I'm done with PlayStation. I'm done. I'm just done. Are you done? Are you finished or are you done? None of the other. You know what I'm saying? None of the above. You know what I mean? Oh, I'm done with PlayStation. I'm going to sell my PlayStation. Go sit down, boy. You know, it's top of your nonsense, talking garbage. You know what I'm saying? You just maddening your feelings right now. That's all it is. You know, I said that the biggest selling point of the PS5 was backwards compatibility. Without that, I don't think PS6 would succeed. I hear you. Yep, you're 100% right. Without backwards compatibility, they have to figure out something with backwards compatibility. So you sound like the brain dog from Family Guy. No, but that's how people be sounding though. Like, bro, all this loud freaking barking and just being loud and everything, like being abrasive. Like, bro, like relax. You know what I'm saying? You are not gonna. All the stuff you're saying, you're just mad. You're talking from a hurt place. You're hurting right now because of this announcement. But let's get one thing straight. You're not going anywhere. You're not freaking going anywhere. So relax. Oh. You know, no, yeah, relax. I'm done with PlayStation. I'm going to sell my PS5.
I'm excited for the all-digital PS6 TBH.
Hey, to be honest, I hear you, bro. And people are saying that they're not going to buy the PS6 because it's all digital. Bro, you bought the PS4. You bought not PS4. I'm tripping. You bought the PS5 Pro. Well, okay. What does this say right here? Oh, I'm not going to buy the PS6 because it's all digital. Okay, bro. You're not making sense. You're not making any sense. You're not making sense. What does it say right here? What does it say? You're not so you're mad and in your feelings now? You're not going to buy the PlayStation 6 because it's all digital? Okay, well, you bought the Pro. You bought the Pro and it was all digital. You bought the freaking Pro. So what are you talking about? You bought the Pro. I'm not buying the PS6. I'm done with PlayStation. Because if the PS6 is all digital, I ain't buying it. But you bought the Pro. This is all digital. It says disc-free console. Again, what are you talking about? That's why I said people are so full of it, man. You still turn around and bought it. So again, now all of a sudden now this is happening. Now you want to sit there and get mad. Come on, man. You're not making sense. You're not making sense. You're not buying the PS6, but you bought the Pro. Get out of here, man. So I said, I can't, bro. This is too much for me, bro. He said because people gave her the Pro. Here we go. Here we go. You guys are nuts, bro. I'm done with y'all. I'm done with y'all for today, bro. It says I wanted to buy PS5 until PS5 Pro came out. I can easily skip PS6 if mostly cross-gen. Yeah, exactly. You know what I mean? I'm done. I'm done with the PS5. I'm done with Sony. I'm done with Sony because that tells you nothing. What are you talking about? Talking a bunch of garbage. You know, that tells me that PlayStation 6 is going to be all digital and I'm not going to buy it. But yet still you bought the Pro? Oh, Lord. Freaking crybabies, man. I'm telling you. Every little thing they cry about. It's crazy, man. He said, but people had to buy the disc drive. People have old games they want to still play. Yeah, but that's not everybody. That's the thing. That's not everybody, though. Yes, I get the option of having that. I get the option of you having that capability, but that's not everybody. You know what I'm saying? I'm done. I'm just done, Marlon. I'm done. I'm done with PlayStation. I'm done. Okay, well. Okay. Okay. You're done with PlayStation? Okay. Okay. That's what I say to those people. Okay. You're done with Sony? Okay. So that's why I won't worry about people on the internet. Exactly. Exactly. They think the internet is real life. Exactly, bro. Exactly. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? Okay. That's why I said, okay. I'm done with PlayStation. I'm done. Okay. Okay. Be done. He said it's just like buying a game physical and then buying DLCs for that game. Okay, there you go. Same thing they were complaining about. They were complaining about the what do you call it again? They were sitting there complaining about the GTA 6. They were sitting there crying over GTA 6. Oh, GTA 6. Oh man, I'm gonna cancel my pre-order. You're not gonna cancel no pre-order. You're not gonna cancel no pre-order. Sit down somewhere. You know, you're just talking out the side of your head. You're not canceling anything. You're just mad right now because Sony made this announcement. Man, relax. You ain't canceling no pre-order.
Digital purchases is the future of gaming.
Yep.
Red heart emoji.
Yep. There you go. There you go. That's the way. That's the future, man. It just is. You know what I mean? Would I like physical to be around and still be around? Yes, 100%. Yeah, go physical all day. But what are you going to do? You know, all I can do is play my part like I always do and buy my physical games when I can. That's all I can do. You know what I mean? That's all I can do as an individual. I can't speak for everybody else. You know what I mean? You can only do so much as one person. You can only do so much. You know, what am I going to do? Sit here and get mad and run up my blood pressure over this crap? It's not worth it. You know what I mean? And then nothing changes. Come on, guys. Come on, man. You know how this goes. You know how this gets down and how this goes. You know what I mean? As much as I would like to, the reality is, what are you going to do? Make a difference. Make a change. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, people are saying, "Oh, I'm not buying." I guarantee if I ask y'all right now, are you gonna buy the PS6? Are you gonna buy the PlayStation 6? Y'all probably gonna say, "Yep, I'm still gonna buy it." How many? Okay, if the price is right and if the PlayStation 6 is digitally only, will you buy it? Let me see in the chat. Yes or no? Let me see in the chat right now. Yes or no? Would you buy a PlayStation 6 if the price was right? Like if Sony comes out and be like, if the price was affordable enough for you, would you come out and say, "Yep, I'll get it. I'll buy it. Even if it's digitally only, I'll buy it." You said they've been phasing out this for the longest time. Yeah, y'all surprised. Exactly. Ain't nothing to be surprised about. See? Look how many people saying yes. Told y'all. I told y'all. See how many people saying yes? I told you. And Sony knows this, bro. Sony knows this. See, there's too many of y'all already in here. I know our community is just a drop in the bucket compared to a lot of other channels, but let's be real. If Sony comes out and say, "Hey, listen, for the PS6, look, no disk drive. You guys already know that it's going to be all digital, but the price is right." You know what I'm saying? The price is affordable. You think people are not going to buy it? Okay. You think people are going to be like, "Nah, it's all digital. I'm not buying it." Think again. Especially if Sony is making the exclusives that you want to play, or they're making games and showing you games you want to play. Come on, dog. You know, and don't fool yourself. You know, and I know you're going to rush out there head over heels to go buy it. Straight up. You know this. You know what I'm saying? You know this to be true. You know, so I don't know why people are doing this damage control, making it seem like, "Oh yeah, I'm just not gonna buy the PS6." Hypocrites, because you're still gonna turn around and buy the PS6 anyway. He says I'm in the group of digital 85%. See, told you. You know what I'm saying? Told you.
We will make our own destiny.
Told you. Yep, there you go.
When GTA 6 trailer drop, everybody will forget about today's news. Lol.
Oh, 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. That exactly. People are gonna forget real quick. "Oh no, screw that. Oh this, oh that." Nah, dog. You know and I know. You know and I know it. You know what I mean? All this little rah-rah. "Oh this, oh Marlon, this, that." Nah, bro. You're still gonna buy it. You're just upset right now. That's all it is. When you cool down and realize what you're saying, "Oh, I'm done with PlayStation." Are you? Like, come on. How many times have we been down this road? You don't see certain forms of media is phasing out. It's just with time. You know what I'm saying? It's just, yeah. There's other ways to purchase physical media. But again, when you have 85% in this space that is saying, "Listen, nah, man, all digital." Come on. Like, this is what it is. This is what it boils down to. So why the heck are you getting mad for? He said, Marlon, he says, "I'm thinking of getting the Xbox Series X digital. It's more convenient. I have 100 games." See? All right. I'm done. I rest my case. He said, "I will buy PS6 if it has a disk drive option. I will wait until the PS5 Pro breaks." Hey, I hear you. To each their own. Everybody's situation is different. You know, some people are going to be like, "Nope, Marlon, nope, not doing it." And some people will do it. You know, it just kind of all depends. It just kind of really all depends. You know what I'm saying? Like, some people will and some people won't. So it's just, I don't know, man. Some people never use their disk drive. Thank you. Some people never use their disk drive. Thank you. You know what I'm saying? Some people never use their disk drive. You know, so some people, you know, this, you don't use your disk drive. He says, so if the PS6 comes out next November, next year, basically physical is over. So I'll probably be all digital 4K. Physical movies are still being made. That is true. Yep. Movies are being made, music. I mean, almost every other form of entertainment. You know what I mean? You can still buy physically, but gaming? Nope. It sucks, man. I'm not acting like it don't suck. It sucks. You know, it's sad to see physical media go away, but again, what are you going to do?
What a bunch of hypocrites. Gamers' fault for the 85% digital only.
There you go. Thank you. Yep. And then now, cyber. Now you're over here going Super Saiyan. Yep, exactly. The same people that plays their games digitally only is the ones over here complaining. I'm not saying the physical gamers are not complaining, but a lot of them are digital only. Why are you complaining? You only play your games digitally. Why are you complaining? Man, it's ridiculous, bro. Hypocrites, man. I said it. Freaking hypocrites. But they don't want it. They don't want to hear that. You know what I'm saying? It's the inevitable. You knew this was going to happen. One day you was going to wake up, Sony, Microsoft, whoever, they were going to come out and be like, hey, listen, you know what I mean? Hey, we're going to flip the script on this joint. You know what I'm saying? No more physical media. What are you going to do? You're just going to quit gaming because things change and there's no more physical? Nah, bro. I don't know, but to each their own. Everybody is different, guys. Everybody is different. You feel me? Everybody is different. He says, I'm one of those people that love physical media and I buy media physical. Yeah, I hear you. Same here, man. Same here. I love physical media too as well, but what am I going to do? Run up my blood pressure right now and then nothing changes? Nah, bro. Nah. I need to see the big dogs. I need to see the bigger higher ups in the industry making a big deal about this. Then everybody can come together and be like, nah, let's protest. Let's protest for all physical. But then again, it's like the people who play their games digitally, you think they're going to come out and protest too? No, they're not. They're like, man, screw that one. You know what I mean? They're going to be like, nah, dog, nah, Out of your mind. You're out of your mind. You're out of your mind. They're not going to protest. They're not. People who play their games digitally is not going to come out here protesting. Oh, yeah, we want physical. We want physical. We want physical. Not going to happen. Not going to happen. Because people are going to be laughing at you like, here, look at this guy. Here you go. You know what I'm saying? It's not going to happen. You should have did that a long time ago. You know what I'm saying? Going in front of Sony headquarters. We want physical. We want physical. Man, not gonna happen. Yo, get them off of the front. Sony's like, listen, arrest everybody that's in the front of our building right now. We cannot afford for our building to get damaged. Get rid of all these fake PlayStation fans from in front of our building right now. You know what I mean? You see all these dudes pulling up in Humvees and everything like that, popping out of the truck from all different angles. You know what I mean? Black SWAT guys pulling up. Hey, man, get off the premises. We want physical. We want physical. Not gonna happen. Not gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? You don't have enough people, bro. You don't have enough people. So you can sit there like, bro, come on. You say you think all other companies are doing. Oh, yeah. Nintendo. I could see. I mean, they're already doing it with the game cards situation right now, kind of. But I think Nintendo. It might take Nintendo a longer time to transition to that. But I could see Microsoft. You know, obviously we heard them doing this to digital, but at the same time, like I said, this is the entire industry. I don't know why people are acting like this is a surprise and whatnot. Like this, bro, this is like stuff that we've been seeing for a while. You know what I mean? Like this is not going to go down like that. You know what I mean? So I don't know what people over here are talking about. You said, Marlon, said, do you think that PSN will revamp into Game Pass model with subscriptions? Nah. Sony is not going to be putting their games. Nah. Not happening.
Do you think sales will plummet BC of this?
Do I think sales will plummet because of this? I mean, no. Because again, 85, unless people are boycotting, unless people are pulling back and be like, nope, I'm not supporting this. That's the only way. But no, I don't. Why? Because again, 85, look at GTA 6. You know what I mean? And again, 85% of people pre-order their games digitally, buy their games digitally. So I mean, that 85% is what Sony is looking at. You know what I'm saying? Unless that 85% change and it gets lower and lower and lower and lower all the way up until now, you know what I mean? Now until 2028, January of 2028, then that's a whole different ball game. But nah, dude, people are still going to buy their games digitally. So drumline, I just don't see that. You know what I'm saying? But some people are going to be, oh man, this is like, nah, dog, nah. It's just not going to happen. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just, bro, we just don't have enough people out here saying, hey, man, you know, like, oh God, guys, this is ridiculous, man. We just don't have enough people to complain about this, to make a big deal about this. That's all I'm saying. We just don't have enough people. That's it. We just don't have enough people, bro. He said, you asked, he says, what I'm going to do is run up my blood pressure. Nah, you could go to the bank and cash that Rockstar check. Nah, bro. Nah, man. I wish I had. I wish. He said, Marlon, you have to remember Sony's PlayStation Inc. is going to double up on income because of that lawsuit. There you go. Like I said, they got to make that money some kind of way. They got to make that money some kind of way. Some kind of way they got to make up that money. So when PlayStation was for the gamers, when I have kids, they never experience physical media games and DVD, which is sad. I know, man. I know. It's sad, bro. It's sad, but it's the way of the future. And, you know, the only way, like I said, if people want to protest, the only way, we got to get everybody on board to protest. If it's just like a couple hundreds of people, you know, that's probably not going to make a big difference. I'm just being honest. It said just show now PS5 drive costs only $25 to make. Yeah, but think about how much consoles they're mass producing. You got to look at how many millions of consoles that they're shipping. That times that by the millions upon millions that they ship out. That's a lot of money. So if they can find a way to cut back on costs, that's exactly what they're going to do. You know what I mean? It sucks, man. The whole physical thing, it sucks. But again, hey, man, product of its environment. You know, this whole decision, product of its own environment. This is what happens. You know, some people don't like hearing it, but it's the truth, man. It's the truth. You know, people are, oh, man, well, Marlon, this and that. Well, this is what it is. This is what it is. You know, it sucks, guys. Either way you look at it, it sucks. There's no two ways about it. It sucks. And this is why I try to tell you guys, go out there and purchase your games. Go out there and go purchase your games physically. If you want to see change by now until 2028, go out there and go purchase your games physically. Go on. You can do it. You know, don't be shy. You can do it. But is people going to do it though? Nah. Nope. No, everybody ready to blow a lid off the top. Oh, man, this. Oh, man, that. Oh, man, come on, man. You this and that. Okay, cool. I hear you. You know, like, it's sad, man. It's really sad. It's really sad, man. You know? But what are we going to do? What are we going to do? What can we do? He says, I have Warhawk and Starhawk and Cyberpunk 2077. And okay, that's cool. He says Sony is greedy. So is every other company. So is every other company, man. So is they're greedy. Yes, they are. They definitely are greedy. But so is every other company as well. That's how these corporations operate, man. You know? It's just the way it is. No hard feelings. It's just the way they operate. I keep telling people, man, these companies are not your hombre. They're not your friend. You know what I mean? You know, it's just straight up and down, dog. They're not your buddy. You know what I'm saying? So this is what it is. Like it's just like, man, come on, guys. Y'all should know better than that. Y'all should know better than that. These companies, they don't care, bro. They don't care. They're gonna do whatever they want to do. They don't care. New article now stating Helix will not have a disk drive on IGN. Yeah, it's in the title right here. Yeah, I talked about it. I talked about it earlier. Yeah, definitely, man. Like this is, whoo, boy. This is what we got to deal with, guys. Unfortunately, I am so sorry, but this is what we got to deal with right now. The only way to make a difference is speak with your wallets. Speak with your wallets. He said, Marlon, this is when is the Sony? I don't know. Probably around the same time the PS6 comes out, you know, or close to it. Like, you know, maybe fall 2028 at this point. I don't know. We'll see. He says, so what gamers are going to do with the old games now? PS is going digital. Okay, so basically what they're saying that Sony could do is disc to digital, where you can actually, they can provide you a disc drive for PS5 and PS4 games to where you can copy the physical game onto your you know, PS6 and play it digitally that way. So that's how you would be able to preserve your backwards compatibility, you know, your older games or your older physical games, similar to what Xbox is rumored to be doing as well. So there's that. PS5 jailbreaks is gonna be hot very soon. They can try that if they want to. Them Sony ninjas are gonna be coming out in full force. So we had 617 votes. Thank you guys for y'all support today. Will you boycott no physical disc for PlayStation games? Yes. 48% of you guys said yes. 25% said no. 15% said I don't care. And 11% says I buy my games digitally only. So that is a very interesting result right there. I appreciate you guys, man. I really do. Really appreciate y'all. But yeah, man, this is the reality, guys. This is the reality, boys. This is what we got to deal with. This is what we got to face, man. Yeah. It sucks either way you look at it. He said, Marlon says they do that now and change for it. It will be 100% charge. He said you will make your game digital. We'll see. We'll see. You know, I'm not going to make any speculations right now, but we'll see. We'll see. He says, well, Nintendo key cards are looking better now, huh? Right? Right? Exactly. MBG mad. Oh man. Well, hey, you know, he has a right to feel how he feels, I guess, you know, so let him do his thing, man. If he wants to be upset, let him be upset. You know? I just hope him being upset helps Sony to change. You know what I mean? We'll see. We will see. Said most make you pay $10 upgrade fee. That would really suck. Daniel, that would be really bad if they do that. Which, if I were Sony, I would think twice. I'm gonna buy PS6 or GTA 6. Some of y'all gonna buy the PS6 any which way, man. It's not gonna change nothing. Some of y'all gonna buy what y'all gonna buy. You know, people are just upset right now and talking from a place of hurt, but I can almost guarantee you that narrative is going to change real quick, real soon. Mark my word, what I tell you. Soon as GTA 6 gets, gameplay, it's over. You know what I mean? The narrative is over. You know, at that point, it's like, wait, what was y'all saying again? Y'all were upset. Y'all were big mad about what? You know what I'm saying? Like, what? Nah, bro. But we'll see. Digital library gone in a few years. Aaron, really? Man. Bro, this is crazy times, man. This is crazy times. Crazy times. MBG said he's not buying. MBG said not buying PS6 without drive. Wow. Well, hey, let's see what happens, right? Let's see what happens. If he, if that is the case, then we'll see. We'll see, man. Like I said, everybody is upset right now, so we will see. We will see. We will see. We will see, boys. We will see. Right? Exactly. I don't know, man. I just don't know, bro. It's sad, it's really sad, but again, like I said, everybody is losing their minds about this right now, and I'm just like, bro, like this is the reality. You know what I mean? This is what you got to deal with all along. This is it right here. But again, what do I know? What do I know? Oh, guys, I appreciate y'all, man. He said they purposely announced this right before the layoffs. Yeah, and then also the whole thing about they removed 500 plus digital movie purchases or something like that, which is kind of crazy. Like 3 days after that situation, so a lot of people is like, really, Sony? You know what I mean? Like, but it sucks, man. What to freaking do? What are you gonna do? You know what I mean? Like, what are you gonna do right now? And gaming is just so freaking expensive, dog. God. Yeah, this is a massive L for Sony. Yeah, definitely, bro. I mean, honestly, yes. Would it be nice to have the option to play your games physically? Yes. But again, 85% of you guys are saying digital only. So that's what Sony is looking at. They're looking at the data, they're looking at the numbers, and they're like, yeah, well, that's what we're going to roll with. But I appreciate each and every one of you guys being here today, man. I'm going to pull this one short, man. I got up stupid early this morning, so I am drained. Plus, I have to head out and pick up my daughter from school and everything like that. So I just wanted to come on here and talk about the situation once again with you guys. And it sucks all the way around. It sucks. Physical media going away. It sucks. You know what I mean? I wish that was not the case. We just don't have enough people out here buying the physical media, but we'll see what happens. Love you guys, man. Thank y'all for being here. Hit the like button for me. Subscribe to the channel if you're brand new. And like I said, if you want things to change, thank you for subscribing. If you want something to change, bro, do it yourself. Go out there and go buy them games physically. Start going. If you just absolutely hate this decision that Sony is doing right now, help reverse it. Go out there and go purchase physical games. Stop buying your games digitally, or not buy your games digitally as much and buy more physical than digital. But again, strength is in numbers. Is people going to do that? No. Y'all have a good one. Hit that like button for me, guys. And I'll see you guys in the next one. God bless y'all.
Waking in silence, the light in my eyes, barely surviving. It's making me feel I'm alone on the silent, lost in the labyrinth. It's weighing me down, and all of the sirens are waiting forever. They drive me insane. No way. Every time I take a step, I get closer to the edge. But today, I don't care. I'm diving into the waves. Push me to the deep end, 'cause I'm in it for the thrill. I can stay for the rest of my life. Push me to the deep end, 'cause if this is how it feels, oh, just know I'll never leave. It's time that I figured it out now, that I never run out of love. That every moment gonna be magic and it feels so electric. And I just can't help waking up with all I've ever wanted. This feeling got me low. Stay with me forever and drive me insane. 'Cause today, I don't care, I'm diving into the waves. Push me to the deep end, 'cause I'm in it for the thrill. I can stay for the rest of my life. Push me to the deep end, 'cause if this is how it feels, oh, just know I'll never leave. Set me free, evergreen, let it breathe over me. I believe, let it be, and just know I'll never leave. Set me free, evergreen, let it breathe over me. I believe, let it be, I can stay for the rest of my life. My life, I could stay for the rest of my life. My life, I could stay for the rest of my life. Push me to the deep end.